What's up? I am Fred BF, your best friend on the internet, and today, September 25th, the band Chvrches puts out a second album, the follow-up to their 2013 jam-packed Jesus record called The Bones of What You Believe. Their music is very soft and smooth and tingly. I saw them in Montreal when they were touring for that album, and I interviewed Martin. We were right in the middle of a referendum in Scotland, and I got to speak music and politics with this boy, Martin. That can get a bit shy when people film him. Martin from Chvrches?
Hi, how are you?
Good.
Jinx.
You do that in Scotland?
Okay.
You say the same word?
Right, is that a thing?
Yeah, here in Quebec, when you say the same thing, you do like this.
Okay.
How are you?
I'm great, thanks.
Nice.
Yeah, really good.
You just flew from Lollapalooza?
I did. We flew in yesterday and spent some time just chilling in Montreal. It's as awesome as ever. And then I slept for 12 hours. I'm ready to go.
That's some luxury right there.
Right.
All right, so recently on kind of a documentary, a short documentary about your tour, 2-minute thing on the internet, you guys said that it happened quite fast. The demand for your band is quite high now. When was the moment that you realized that you were now touring much more extensively?
It's an interesting one because you never try and look more than a couple of months ahead, you know? Like if you're sorry, there's a random guy taking photos of us.
Oh, yeah.
I guess you don't look too far ahead when you're in the moment of just trying to do the day to day. But I think it was the first time we came to North America that we saw how quickly the shows were selling, and then we put on more shows and they were selling out, and you know, no one knew where we were at in terms of tickets or whatever, but it was in that sort of initial explosion that I realised that okay, this could maybe be an 18-month campaign instead of a 6-month one, which is great, you know. Yeah.
Childish Gambino, that also played Osheaga this year, has a CD that's called Because the Internet. Do you think that your popularity comes from the internet? Is it because the internet that you're here today?
I would say it's because the internet allows people to communicate a lot more readily and speedily. Like, maybe not, and it's not completely about that. I think the initial beginnings of the band, the internet played such a massive part in just bringing us to people's attention faster than traditional channels, you know. But once that just brings you to the table, it's what you do once you get there that will actually, you know, decides whether or not you can be a band in the real world. Radio is so important still. So it's been all about the radio in North America for us.
I also think that the remix culture was important for you guys because of the synth sounds in your band. A lot of DJs remixed your song. What's your take on having your songs remixed?
Well, I mean, like 90% of the DJs that remixed their songs were chosen by us. You know, they were artists that we respected and like approached, and thankfully they came back and said yes. Actually, one of them's from Montreal, is he not? Blood Diamonds, you know, he's not from here.
Who?
Blood Diamonds, is he not from here?
Yeah, maybe.
Yeah, or he's from Canada at least. He's a nice guy, very talented, and the whole culture of that is like becomes a sort of co-ownership thing, like a mutual respect thing, and we don't really farm out remixes to just anyone, because especially in the beginning, it's about, you know, protecting what you're trying to build. But I'm a big fan of the whole scene. I love remixing people because it's creativity with no pressure. You can have a bit of fun, and
yeah, you do remix people as well.
Yeah, and I love hearing what other people can do with your music. You know, it's cool.
What have you remixed recently?
Actually, we took a break from doing from any and all remixes about 4 or 5 months ago because we're far too busy.
Traveling the world?
Last thing we did was an Irish singer-songwriter called Soak, who we signed to our label and remixed one of our tunes as part of the like release package.
Amazing. And we'll hear an extract now. Just on the internet.
Yeah.
I don't know how interested you are about politics, but you know that in Quebec there's some connections to Scotland about independence and that cultural reflection. Are you guys interested in that at all?
I mean, that couldn't really be more topical right now in Scotland. In
Exactly,
terms of,
yeah.
But in all honesty, like I am deeply interested in it personally, but I don't believe in using my position as a musician to influence people who like me or like us because of songs and music. I don't really agree with using that as a channel to influence people politically. I don't.
So you're not Scotland's Rage Against the Machine then?
No. I just like, I think that's really personal to me, Yeah.
Well, good luck on your referendum. Good.
Well, yeah, whatever way it goes, yeah. It's an exciting time one way or another.
Yeah. We've been through that a couple of years ago, and shapes the future of a nation either way.
Yep, it does, and that's a powerful and special thing. It's like what democracy is all about. If only it was like that everywhere, then maybe there wouldn't be people fighting all the time.
It's a smart move not to be too vocal about it, because you don't want to anger fans or people that.
It's not even as though I'm trying to sit on the fence. It's not about that. It'll never be about that. It's about, like I say, not using my position.
Makes sense.
As a vehicle to influence people about something that's got nothing to do with my profession.
Integrity, then?
Yeah.
And lastly, I seen on your Facebook page, some show recently you posted an ad, you posted a poster that said strobe lights are going to be used extensively.
Yeah.
What's that all about?
Yeah. We like lights. We like lots and lots of them. Maybe not so much today because we're playing at like 4, 5 o'clock. But we put a lot into the production of our show. We've got a guy who's designed the whole thing from the ground up, a guy called Louis Oliver, who's very talented, and he's been out operating it for us from the beginning. And it's a big part of the show. A lot of strobes.
Excellent.
A lot of strobes.
Well, thank you very much, Martin.
Yeah.
From Chvrches, they love lights and they are not Rage Against the Machine.
True, both true. Thanks.
Thank you. Perfect, thanks. There you go. If you like Scottish people, please subscribe to my channel. Like and share. Tell me how you like the new record down there. Is it worth it? Should I blah 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 and reverse it? Anyway, peace.